welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I'm working on 52 favorite everyday photos. This is a hop that is done each Monday of the month, and I participate as I can. Usually a couple of times a month I'm able to get it in there. And today I'm scrapbooking an everyday photo of myself. This photo was taken in March of 2017, about a month after I did my Whole30 diet change, and I was wearing a new shirt that didn't fit prior to me going through the Whole30. The Whole30 is a diet, it's an elimination diet, and I did it to see if it would help the inflammation in my spine calm down, and it did. It was definitely worth the 30 days of total craziness that was, and it was a lifestyle change for me, and it is how I discovered that I have so many stinking food allergies. So what I have pulled here, look, brand new 49 Market ink. I just got these a week ago Sunday, and I was pleased that they came so fast. I bought 6. I've only pulled 5 of them here. I bought the 6 that Janine from 49 Market recommended for Mistletoe and Memories, the Vicky Boutin Christmas collection, which I only have a small bit of right now because I ordered all of it from Scrapbook Generation, and it's to be delivered to me at my table at We Create in September. So I have Nature's Haven sitting here, and I just thought it was kind of fun that I was able to pull some of these inks for Nature's Haven. I'm not real sure what I'm going for yet, but I did pull a background paper, and mostly because it matches the shirt colors that I'm wearing. And I've got the rub-ons, the puffy stickers, both packs of the laser cut. One's the flowers, and I don't remember what the other one's called. Let's see what the other one's called. Let's see. Laser cut elements, and the other is laser cut wildflowers. I have a stencil, and then I have the solids. I bought 2 packs of these solids because they're just gorgeous, and so I was happy to get a hold of those so that I could play with them. So I'm going to pause. We're going to get started. I've got some decisions I need to make, and I'll be right back. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is trim off the white bits from my photo, and I'm going to mat it with that dotted pink. The pink in this collection is very soft, almost dusty pink, but a little more on the pink than the dusty. I really love the color, and so I decided to mat my photo in the color. Normally I would just cut a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 mat and then go ahead and mat my photo, but because my photo was not full 4 by 6 when I took it, I decided I would go ahead and just trim it down like this. Now, I just kind of guesstimate my margins on my mats when I do it that way. I use the track on the where the blade is to line up with my photo, and then I just cut that way. And for the most part, that gives me a pretty equal 1/8 inch border around my photo. First up, I'm going to use one of my brand new inks that you just saw me open. I believe this one is Cappuccino, and I'm going to get some of this Cappuccino color onto this mat. I will admit that this color reminds me of an old Adirondack ink from Ranger. Might have had a similar color name. I don't have it anymore. I think they dried up and I tossed them. I did have 4 or 5 of them. I never did have the whole collection of that one. I later started collecting the distress inks, and somebody had given me some Close to My Heart inks when Close to My Heart updated their inks, changed color names, etc., and packaging. So they gave me, she was a distributor and she gave me all of her Close to My Heart inks. Those began to dry up because they were super old, and I started replacing them with the Pink Fresh Studio inks. Pink Fresh Studio inks are the ones I do most of my stamping with. Distress inks and the Distress Oxide inks are the ones that I do a lot more of the mixed media with. So it'll be interesting to see how these stamp. I'm sure they're good for stamping. I have not tried them. This is my first time playing with the 49 Market inks by Ranger. I was not going to buy these, and I'm a sucker, and I did. And I do like them quite a bit, actually. So I allowed my background to dry a little bit. I'm using my magnets for my magnetic glass mat to hold it down on the corners because the paper did buckle. I did use quite a bit of water when I spritzed it earlier, so I do have some buckling, and you'll see that more when I go to take those magnets off. I adore this glass mat that I bought from Glassboard Studio. I will post my affiliate link down below if you're interested in getting one of these mats. You can use that. It gives you 15% off, and I do make a little bit of money from that, so I just wanted to put that out there as well. I was kind of skeptical of this mat in the beginning, like it's just another glass mat. I have a Tim Holtz mat. Tim Holtz mat is not magnetic, and this one is, and I am using the magnets way more than I expected. Okay, let's talk about my layout for a little bit. I am using some of these beautiful rub-ons from Nature's Haven. I really love the 49 Market rub-ons. They go on very, very smoothly. They last, they don't go bad, or they haven't so far. I do like to put them back into the clear packaging when I'm done with them, on the off chance that that does help them from drying out. I did buy some from another company, and I had like a little tiny piece of one that I didn't use on a layout, and I mean it was about the size of a quarter, and when I went to use it months later and I hadn't put it back into the packaging, it wasn't usable anymore. You couldn't get it off the backing. So I really don't want that to take that chance with the 49 Market ones, so I do put them back in the packaging, and any other that I put, I also put back in the packaging. I'm going to layer the zigzag stitch over the top of that red rub-on. That gives it a little bit of more color. And then I have this rub-on here, and I know that I'm going to be layering up some of the elements back there on over the top of it, so I'm kind of putting it not quite in the center of where the photo is going to go, but close. That way I have kind of a scenic backdrop for the laser die cuts that I'm going to put there. Look how beautiful that looks right on top of my mixed media. I really love that. You might be wondering why I had my die cuts hidden behind my paper, and that's because little Miss Penny likes to take things, and you have been seeing her a lot in my videos lately because she thinks that she has to make an appearance in every video. And she was up on my desk when I was pulling the laser die cuts out of the packaging to use, and I just could tell she was considering eating them. So I hid them behind the paper and put the magnets on top so that she couldn't get to them. I know, what a mean kitty mom I am. A little stinker. So I'm layering up several of these die cuts. I love the banner in the die cuts. There's 2 of those, and I adore that little frog, and I'm super sad that there's only 2 frogs in those die cuts. I want more frogs. I'm going to use 2 of the puffy titles on this. That way it says, "Believe everything grows better with love," and my journaling will kind of expand on that a little bit. I'm just kind of playing around with the puffy hearts now, adding those to the layout, and I'm going to be pretty much done here in a second. So what do you think about the addition of puffy stickers to the 49er Market product list? I was very excited about those. I especially loved the Flower Emporium puffy stickers, and these are no different. They're wonderful, and I enjoy using those. They're great for little title pieces. What I'm doing now is I'm taking that little scattering of single flowers, and I'm just kind of spreading the love around on my layout with these rub-ons here. I'm not trying to be perfectly neat. They're just kind of scattered, just providing a little bit of color as we go around. Here in a second, I'm going to pause. I'm going to glue everything down and write my journaling, and then I'm going to add some splatters with the 49er Market Green Jean. I don't know if you guys heard the story behind the name of this one. Janine from 49er Market said that her dad used to call her Green Jean, so that's why they named that ink Green Jean. It's kind of a fun little memory attached to the product for her, and you know, it kind of personalizes it for the rest of us. We will think of her every time we use this. I don't know if that was, you know, done intentionally or what, but so I am just having kind of a blast here with these splatters. I'm going to pick up a piece of packaging, and I'm going to scooch my actual layout to the side, and I am going to do the packaging technique on another piece of the 49er Market Nature's Haven. I don't want to waste this beautiful ink, and I do love how gorgeous it looks. Even adding water, the color is still very saturated, and I think that is amazing, because I know that when we do distress inks of any kind, the color is lighter and you have to layer it more. And this, the color is very saturated. All right, I got this layout completely finished. I'm going to use my magnets to hold it down, because as you can see, my paper did warp when I added water and mixed media to it. And that's what's great about my magnetic mat. I can hold things down, and when I'm gluing stuff that's not quite tacky yet, like right here, I can stick a magnet on it and it'll hold it down while it dries. Anyway, I want to thank you for coming to my channel today. I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and or subscribe to my channel. If you are new here, I would absolutely love to have you as a subscriber. Just click that button below. If you have any comments or questions about anything that I have done on this video with the product, with the mixed media, or anything, just drop those below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Also, make sure you check out my description box for today's playlist for 52 weeks of 52 favorite everyday photos. And can't get more everyday than this. I have no makeup on in this photo. Looks like I was in the throes of growing out my hair, growing out my bangs actually, so I'm a mess, but you know what? It is who I am, so this is definitely an everyday photo. You guys have a great week. Bye.